we're going to talk to Vino. She is going to tell you that you can get into cryptocurrency even when you've retired. Welcome to the Coffee Coin Lounge.
Thank you, Elaine, for inviting me.
Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about who you are and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Vino Singha, and we live in Sunshine Coast, Australia.
So I wanted to speak to you today because you got into crypto after you've left your job, right? Tell me about your journey, about how you got into crypto.
All right. I was a financial planner and a share trader for about 20 years. And then I fell sick with incurable neuromuscular condition and basically left me paralyzed. Couldn't do much, but my brain was still working and started initially doing mindfulness and just listening to podcasts. And I thought, look, finance is my passion. I'm a numbers person. And started looking into cryptocurrency because it was the great buzz. So about 5-6 years ago, I started educating myself because I'm passionate about learning. Yeah, it just grew from there.
Well, I'm so happy you're healthy and good to talk to us right now. Now, you say you just started out, but I think in the world of crypto, when you say started 5-6 years ago, I do think that makes you, very educated about the cryptocurrency world right now. So, you are by profession into trading. So that's interesting. What is your advice to people who are new to this? Like I said, 5 to 6 years, that's a good chunk of time. That is like the length of a time someone probably spends in a job. So that amount of time you spent learning about crypto, for someone really brand new who had to join today, how would you tell them to get into it?
So I started from a very small amount, like what I would spend on a dress or a pair of shoes. Simple as that.
These are not Jimmy Choo shoes, are they, Vino?
Usually they are, but let's assume just $100 pair, right?
Okay, there's a figure. Great.
I started with just the big coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I started right now there's BNB, the big coins, and then I started to learn more about it and grew my confidence as I was doing it. Then I realized actually there's a whole world out there with cryptocurrencies. Then I started looking into the currencies that has a cause behind it, like social currencies that supports homelessness, or like right now providing oxygen to India and things like that. So
Wait, mention that one again for me. What is this coin that
social currencies?
Social currencies. Tell me a little bit more about social currencies. What did you mention about India?
Right now with the COVID, you know how there's
of course.
Yeah, it's a big issue. So there's one new token that's Galaxium. They are heavily into social concepts of supporting and the community. So I am passionate about finding out how I can be part of that. So it's not just about money. So even in a small way, then I can participate in that. So this particular one is called the Galaxium. And then there's ADA and VeChain. They are small tokens. They are not massive big coins. So you look at Bitcoin or Ethereum, they're expensive, they're big ones, they're already established. And then there are small ones like these, that has a social conscience. And so
that's really interesting, So you got in with the traditional big ones, and then as you keep learning, I think you move on to the altcoins, and you found, your pack, which is the social. So I don't know. Wow, crypto with the cause. I never knew that was something, and that's really interesting. Okay, so there are people who deter themselves from crypto, saying that it's too late, they're too old, they're like a dinosaur, they don't want to mess with crypto. And I'm, talking to my friend who literally is not even a day near 40, and he's like, oh, I'm too old to be messing with this stuff. What would you say to these people? What message would you give to them?
this is something I hear all the time. Look, it's like opening an account. The difference with opening a share portfolio and starting with crypto, for a share portfolio, you do need to have quite a bit of money with you. And you need to go somewhere and get it all. Whereas with crypto, it's all online. If you have a mobile phone, you can start trading. As simple as that. You need to get yourself set up with an exchange. It's like a bank. And then you just put a small amount. As I said, you don't have to put in a lot of money. You put $50 or $100. You start small.
Yeah.
And then what I suggest is, if you don't know much about it and you don't have the know-how to select exactly what it is, start with the big coins and put the same amount, let's say $50, put the same amount every month, so that the portfolio builds up gradually. And then the money goes in, then you're not trying to find what is the best time to buy it. So you're putting the same amount every month without looking at what the market is doing.
Yeah, it takes it back to the mentality of set it and forget it.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
an easy way.
yeah, so 3 exchanges that you recommend for a beginner.
Finance, I would say it's a big one. Coinbase is a big one, and CoinSpot. Those are the 3 I would suggest.
Excellent. Now, I know you're so passionate in learning about crypto, especially within young girls. So let me ask you this as a final thought, because I can just tell you are so passionate about education. Why is it important for you to educate girls in cryptocurrency, you think?
Yeah, from a personal point of view, I was entered into a forced marriage. And to get out of that, I realized I have to be financially independent. And so I learned, that is how I became a financial planner. Because I realized there are people like me who are stuck in situations, you feel there's no way out. And I went to a financial planner. It was a man. And he said, well, when you've got your money and settlement, you come to me. I thought, well, that's not really what I'm looking for. I want to learn to be independent, be financially secure. So that is why I am passionate about teaching young girls so that they can start now. Not necessarily young girls, anybody in any situation. You can start small. You need to change your minds, your thinking, that it's something big and another language that you don't understand. Learn. It's simple. You take baby steps and go with steady things. That's not without taking extra risks. Start small.
Yeah, and I guess with your experience, you want to basically empower these girls back with their own portfolio of cryptocurrency. Vino, I think that's all the time that we have for today. I can listen to you all day. You are wise and wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Coffee Coin Lounge.
Thank you so much for having me.